We can also create our own brushes in Illustrator, and I'm going to show you how in this lecture. Here we have a black circle. I'm going to change its shape using the direct selection tool. I'm gonna click on this point. I'm gonna drag it here, then go to this point and drag it right here. We get this shape, and with this shape I'm going to build my own brush. Open the brushes window, and all I have to do is drag and drop. We get this window. We can choose the type of brush we want. I'm going to choose art brush and then click OK. Here we can name our brush. Brush scale options, it's set to stretch to fit stroke length. I'm not gonna change anything. I'm just gonna click on OK. And now, as you see, we have our brand new brush right here. I'm going to select the brush and go to the paintbrush tool, and now I can paint with the brush I just created. I can even reduce the size of the brush like this, and now I can draw whatever I want. I'm gonna move to the second artboard, and here we see a snake I just created. It's made of different elements, but I put all the elements inside one group. I grouped everything, and I'm going to create a brush with this snake. So I open the brushes window, and same thing, drag and drop. I'm going to choose art brush for the type and click OK. I'm going to name it snake. Brush scale options, I'm going to change it to stretch between guides. And then I'm going to take this guide and put it right here behind the head of the snake, and this guide I'm going to put it right here. And now I click OK, and as you see, we have our new brush right here. It's called snake. Deselect. I'm going to select the brush. Now go to the paintbrush tool, and I'm going to try and paint with this brush and see what type of result I get. I'm gonna create multiple snakes. I can even create shapes like this, a rectangle and a circle. I'm gonna select both, open the brushes window and click on the snake brush, and we get this result. I'm gonna move to the third artboard. Here we have two flowers. All the elements of this flower are grouped, and same thing with this flower, all the elements are grouped. I'm gonna click on this flower, and I'm gonna create a brush based on this flower, from this flower. All I have to do, same thing, drag and drop. This time I'm going to choose another type. I'm going to show you another type, which is the scatter brush type. Click OK. Here we have different options. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm just going to click OK. And now we have a brush right here. Selected. Now I'm going to try it. Gonna paint like this with the new brush, and we get this result. I'm gonna change the size to 0.5, and I'm going to draw heart like this, and I'm going to draw some letters. You see what type of result we get. I'm gonna delete everything. I'm gonna go to this flower. Gonna do the same thing. Drag and drop. I'm gonna choose the scatter brush type, same thing. Okay. But this time I'm gonna change the size to random, spacing random, scatter random, and rotation random. The size is gonna be random between 50% and 100%. The spacing is gonna be random from 50% to 100%. The scatter is gonna be random from 0% to, let's say, 40%. And the rotation is gonna vary from 0 degrees to 180 degrees. And then I'm going to click OK. We have our new brush. I'm gonna try it now. Gonna draw like this, and you see what type of result we get. Everything is randomized. I'm gonna draw a rectangle like this and a circle like this, and you notice the flowers now look more organic and more natural. I'm gonna move to the last artboard. Double click. Here we have a branch and some leaves. I grouped everything together, and I'm gonna build a brush with this. I'm gonna click and drag, and this time I'm gonna show you another type of brush, which is the pattern brush, and click OK. I'm not gonna change anything. Click OK, and as you see now we have our brush right here. I'm gonna try it. Paintbrush tool, and I'm going to draw like this with a new brush, and you see what type of result we get. I'm gonna reduce the size to 0.5. Gonna draw like this. Gonna try 0.5 instead of 25. 0.5. Gonna draw like this, like this, like this, and we can build an entire tree with just this brush. And even after we're done with the drawing, we can also modify the drawing by using the direct selection tool, just by moving the points like this. And we can correct everything that's wrong with the drawing.